Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Kinsey Neighbors.
And I'm Chloe Thaler. Auburn came out on top against the Davidson Wildcats with a final score of 76-66 in the opening game of the Veterans Classic. The Tigers looked strong in the early stages of the game as they jumped out to an early 10-point lead in the first 5 minutes of the game. Freshman Isaac Okoro continued his solid play as he scored 11 points in the first half alone.
Leading the Tigers was the freshman Isaac Okoro, who has proved a spark for his team in the first 2 games of the season. Okoro scored 17 points on the 1 rebound and 2 steals. D'Angelo Perivoy had 14 points and Samir Dowdy dropped 11 as 5 Tigers were in double digits.
Auburn's defense stifled Davidson's duo of John Axel Gudmundsson and former A-10 Player of the Year Kellen Grady to only 13 points combined. The Wildcats turned the ball over 16 times as the Tiger defense continues to create havoc for opponents. Auburn's record now sits at 2-0 as they look forward to a matchup with South Alabama and Mobile, who they beat 101-58 last year at Auburn Arena. The game is set for 7 o'clock Central Time and can be seen on ESPN+. Auburn University's Golden Eagle Nova War Eagle could be in the early stages of heart failure, according to the university veterinarians.
The 20-year-old male eagle received a biannual checkup in early October at the College of Veterinary Medicine. In 2017, he was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, a chronic disease of the heart, and was benched from flying at football games to reduce stress.
Nova's condition has been medically managed and he has remained stable during the past 2 years. However, during his October exam, we observed decreased systolic function and enlarged vessels in his liver, said Dr. Seth Oster, faculty avian veterinarian for the college's Southeastern Raptor Center. This could be an indication of the early stages of heart failure.
Nova's appearances at the Southeastern Raptor Center's educational programs will be limited as veterinarians continue to monitor him, according to Andrew Hopkins, Assistant Director of Raptor Training and Education.
Aria, the 5-year-old female golden eagle, and Spirit, a 23-year-old female bald eagle, have made pregame flights this season and are regular participants in the center's educational programs. Auburn alumna Harper Gray has made a great name for herself since graduating in 2012. Gray graduated with a degree in musical theater and religious studies. She has performed at the Country Music Awards Fest, been named by Rolling Stone as one of the next artists to watch, made a guest appearance on The Bobby Bones Show, and has been added to CMT's Artist Discovery Program.
Gray is teaming up with the Auburn University Marching Band to perform during halftime of Georgia and Alabama football games this season. Gray and the Auburn Band will present their show, Woodstock, recognizing the 50th anniversary of the historic music festival.
The show will include selections from Janis Joplin, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and Jefferson Airplane. She said performing at Auburn and with the marching band is a dream. The path to success in Nashville, however, has been one of vulnerability and courage.
She now lives in Nashville, where she is surrounded by a close-knit group of singers and songwriters. Like many Auburn alumni, Gray's favorite memory is Kick Six, the 2013 Iron Bowl, when Auburn beat Alabama with 1 second left on the clock.
Auburn University's license plate is getting a new look. The Alabama Department of Revenue says that the new Auburn tags will be available on January 1st, 2020.
The new license plate features a white background with an orange and blue AU logo on the side and stripes down the bottom. Auburn is written in orange is shown at the bottom of the plate.
Auburn University isn't the only school with a revamped license plate. The University of Mobile's new tag will also be available at the start of the year. The license plate has a white background with a maroon accent and a flame logo.
The plates will be an additional fee of $50. Net proceeds from the tag will go towards the university's scholarship funds. License plates are redesigned every 5 years.
Rusty Smith, Associate Director of Auburn University's Rural Studio in the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction, will continue the Auburn Family Friday Speaker Series at 3 p.m. this Friday at the Auburn Alumni Center. Smith will present Rural Studio, Educating the Citizen Architect.
Rural Studio is Auburn University's internationally recognized design-build program for the underdeserved communities of Alabama's rural Black Belt region.
Rural Studio has designed and constructed more than 200 projects and educated more than 900 citizen architects. Its philosophy is that everyone, both rich and poor, deserves the benefit of good, dignified design. The studio continually questions what should be built rather than what can be built.
Smith is a nationally recognized teacher and scholar who was educated at Auburn University in the School of Art Institute of Chicago. He has received the American Institute of Architects National Teaching Honor Award and the American Institute of Architecture Students National Teaching Honor Award. For more information on this event and the other speakers in the series, go to ocm.auburn.edu/speaker_series.
After the break, take a look at how a Lee County judge issues a gag order for a primary suspect in the Anaya Blanchard case.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Lee County judge issued a gag order during the weekend in the case of Ibrahim Yazid, the primary suspect facing charges in the disappearance of Anaya Blanchard.
Lee County Judge Russell Bush issued the gag order. The gag order limits information or comments concerning the case from being made to the public. Yazid is charged with first-degree kidnapping in connection of the disappearance of Blanchard.
Yazid returned to Lee County late Friday night after he was arrested by the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force in Pensacola, Florida, Thursday night. He waived extradition at a Friday court appearance in Escambia County, Florida, paving the way for Yazid to immediately return to Lee County. This morning, the city of Opelika hosted a Veterans Day celebration and paused to say thank you to our veterans. The morning began with a free breakfast for veterans and their families at Nippers in Opelika.
The Veterans Day celebration took place at the Opelika City Hall. Guest speakers were Army Colonel Richard Pelham and USMC Colonel Chris Ritchie. They spoke on veterans, why we serve, past, present, and future. The event also showcased the Opelika High School Choir. A death investigation is underway in Auburn after a local resident discovered a deceased body behind a residence. The death is believed to be from natural causes, Auburn police said, and is not related to any other case.
An individual discovered the body behind a residence in the 500 block of Southview Drive. Preliminary investigation revealed that foul play is not suspected, said police. The body will be taken to the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences Medical Examiner's Office to determine the cause of death, added police. This past Sunday, Auburn University hosted a campus safety forum where they shared tips and tools and answered questions about personal safety and crime prevention. Here are a few tips they left with us.
When reporting and responding to concerns, trust your instincts and report all concerns. For emergencies and crimes in progress, dial 911. With delayed crime reports or suspicious activity, call 334-501-3101, option 1. And lastly, for general safety concerns, submit a tip and call 334-844-8888 or email campussafety@auburn.edu. Campus safety officials spoke with Eagle Eye about why these tips are so important.
The Campus Safety Forum this weekend brought students, faculty, and staff together to discuss resources available for personal safety on campus.
Our mission is to do everything that we can possibly do to keep the campus safe for students, for the faculty, staff, and any of those that visit throughout the course of a year.
Crimes happen everywhere, so it's important to remember that. We all need to do our part every day to help keep our campus safe. We've got a really safe campus here at Auburn University, but it depends on all of us to take some actions for our own safety.
Students in the campus community can also access the annual security and fire safety reports and the university crime log if they want more information about crimes on campus.
The report details all of the different programs that we have in place and resources that we commit to campus safety, and then the crime log gives a daily picture of the types of crimes that are happening in the Auburn University community and the neighboring community.
Aside from simply perfect, no other words could better describe our new Pet of the Week patron. This sweet boy is only 3 years old, loves to romp around with his doggy friends, and is always up for a trip to the park. His beautiful eyes are always on you, begging for cuddles and kisses.
He's a master at catching treats in midair and is ready to learn more tricks with you. He'd be the best adventure buddy. He is already neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated. He is heartworm positive, but don't worry, we can help cover a portion of his treatment cost. Come by and meet him this week at the Lee County Humane Society.
After the break, a look at how a Connecticut college gymnast dies after a freak training accident.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
A 20-year-old gymnast at Southern Connecticut State University died Sunday after she suffered a spinal injury during a training accident. Melanie Coleman, a nursing major, suffered the injury on Friday and died 2 days later. The school's official athletics website wrote in an obituary Monday without giving further details.
Thomas Alberti, Coleman's former coach, told the Hartford Courant she suffered the injury after slipping off a gymnastics bar. He called it an unexpected accident with a tragic result. Coleman followed in the footsteps of her two sisters as both a gymnast and aspiring nurse, the Connecticut Post reported.
That's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in with us each Monday and check our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, for all the latest Auburn headlines. I'm Chloe Thaler.
And I'm Kinsey Neighbors. Thanks for joining us, and War Eagle.